Greetings, everyone. It's 7 in London in the UK, and I'm making a very urgent call to action video. I'm being blocked on all my channels, TikTok, as well as on Facebook, because of the information I'm about to give you. Now, many of you will have seen that there are wildfires or fires happening in different parts of the world. We've had the Hawaii situation. We've also had in Turkey, there's been reports about fires. And basically, I'm deeply, deeply concerned for the safety of UK residents right now. The reason I'm very concerned is because there is a crime ring who I've known about for the last 20 years because they targeted me. They targeted me for my intellectual property. And for the last 20 years, they have been terrorizing me and other people, innocent people in the UK. Now, what is happening is that this particular crime ring are utilizing fake roadworks. They're staging roadworks. They've been doing it literally. I've moved 9 different places, completely different parts of London, and every single place you will see in the evidence, if you go to my Twitter page, which is Twitter at UK Urgent, you will see a record of how many places I've been to, and these people show up with roadworks. They're putting stuff into the public street manholes, deadly looking devices into the public street manholes. And also, basically, they have control of gas companies, water companies, electrical companies, and we're in a very, very, very dangerous situation right now in the UK. Now, many of you who have been watching me on my TikTok channel will have seen that I flagged up the posters which said, "Welcome to Hell." There was another poster that also went up. This is around June. And more recently in August, on the 11th of August, actually, which is only a few weeks ago, I saw a poster that went up that said, "God of Carnage." And the word carnage at the end of it had a money sign. So it was carnage with, instead of an E, a money sign. And it was put up where these deadly devices have been put into the public street manholes. Now, if you want to go and see on my TikTok channel, which is currently freezing my videos so that they don't go to my followers. I don't think people are watching the videos. I post every day, but I don't think people are getting my videos anymore because of the information that I'm sharing. It's so critical right now. Now, if you go to my TikTok channel, is called Carlos Synco, CarlosSynco, or Superhero 7 on TikTok. So it's Superhero 7 name at Carlos Synco on TikTok. CarlosSynco. And you will be able to scroll down and see all of the different situations that I've had to contend with for a long time now. And you will also see some of the devices and markings on the roadsides, which says "Rest in Peace" in red letters, where these things are being put into the public street manholes. And basically what we're seeing is that a major terror attack is being staged. It's being set up by the crime ring. And the crime ring, I had a case against this particular crime ring, which is why I know exactly what's happening. I sued 10 corrupt corporations and individuals and won a massive case. And that case is featured in a massive report by Tony Farrell, who became a whistleblower. He was the former top police criminal analyst in the UK, and he became aware of the case that I won called 7 versus Gossage and 9 others. Now, this particular case was against the crime ring, which they operate in the mainstream media entertainment industry, but they also have control over the judiciary excuse me, the judiciary, law enforcement. They're controlling councils, gas companies, water companies, electrical companies, and they're putting things into the public street manholes, deadly devices under the guise that they're doing fiber optics. And when you look on the pavement, you can see some of these videos. When you look at the pavements, you'll see markings, red markings, all different color markings in different areas of London, whereby it says in red letters, rest in peace. And so what we're seeing, particularly as we listen to the testimonies of the people in Hawaii who are saying very much what the people said in Grenfell Towers, that the exits were closed so that they couldn't, they were basically blockaded in. They couldn't escape. They were, the water was turned off. That happened in Grenfell Tower. They said a lot of things that was exactly identical to what happened. They also said that they were told to go back into it, which is what happened in Grenfell Tower. Anybody that knows about the Grenfell Tower Inferno that took place in 2017 in the Latimer Road area of London will know that this was an atrocity that was staged, 100%. We also have a crime report about that because two of my relatives died in that particular fire. So I know the red flags when I see them. My aunt, Marjorie Vital, and my cousin, Ernie Vital, perished on the 16th floor of Grenfell Tower. And because of it, myself and my cousin, we put together a crime report, which was never submitted. Even though we should have been entitled to put our crime report into the inquiry, we were prohibited from being able to do so. Since that time, in 2019, my cousin was murdered. He was poisoned. I found him, and basically, unfortunately, I couldn't save him. Although I tried to get an ambulance. He had been poisoned. And so since that time, I have been fleeing levels of danger that most people wouldn't be able to fathom. And so this is an urgent appeal to everybody who has a social media platform, whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, wherever you are on social media, to help me share this information, because people's lives are in immediate danger. And I'm not saying that lightly. Probably about 2 weeks ago now, I went to stay with someone in Labyrinth Grove, and men showed up. They basically came into the area. They removed a 50+ foot telephone pole that had been soaked in some form of toxic, highly flammable chemical. The pole was wet, so they removed a perfectly good telephone pole that was attached to wires and everything to people's houses. They removed it in broad daylight. You can see this on my Twitter. Sorry, on my Twitter as well, but also on my TikTok page, which is Superhero7, and it's 7 spelled like the number, not the digit. SEVEN, Super SUPER, Hero HERO 7 SEVEN. That's the name of my TikTok channel, but then you have to put in at Carlos Cinco, CARLOSSYNCO, and you will see the video of what took place in Labyrinth Grove. And basically, they removed a perfect telephone pole. There was nothing wrong with it whatsoever. This is at the same time as what happened in Hawaii. They removed the telephone pole and put in one that had been soaked in a toxic chemical substance that smelled like petrol, and it was soaking wet. And they put next to it, they opened the manhole next to it, and they put a deadly looking device that looked like a bomb, people. I'm just being honest with you. I filmed everything so you can have a look at the videos on my TikTok channel. It's also on my Twitter page at UK Urgent, at UK Urgent. It's the same name as this YouTube channel, which is Urgent UK News Updates. But my YouTube channel is got 8065 at the end. So Urgent UK News Updates 8065. And on my Twitter page, it's Urgent UK News Updates at UK Urgent. And you can see my thread there. They're blocking me, they're shadow banning me to stop my videos going viral because of the fact of the emergency situation. As I said, they put up posters that said, "Welcome to hell." That was in June, the beginning of June of 2023. They went up all over London. I know that they were in America, they were in Birmingham. When I was in Birmingham, I saw those posters go up and I flagged it up because I understand what it means. They always give people a heads up before they're going to commit atrocities. They always give people a heads up. Also in UK, two significant front page features were happened in the UK. One was on the 29th of June 2023, whereby the Daily Mirror newspaper did a front page saying that there was going to be a major terrorist attack in the UK and that it's British cells that are behind these attacks. Now, the British cells in particular are run by this crime syndicate that is part of my court case. As I said, they're connected to the entertainment industry, water companies, electric companies, gas companies. They're controlling intelligence agencies, councils. They took over the NHS a long time ago. And you can see who they are. They're named in the Farrell report. Many links have been removed from the Farrell report by whistleblower Tony Farrell, who courageously risked his life to do that report. And so it's so critical that everybody, if you've got a social media platform, that you flag it up now because people are in immediate danger. As we've seen with the fires that are happening in Hawaii, Turkey, other places in Europe, I've heard about fires, and I've caught them, myself and others have caught them staging these roadworks. So they're pretending to want to do roadworks. They're showing up in people's areas, neighborhoods. There's no protocols being followed. No residents are notified of any emergency works needing to be done. Then there's no transparency whatsoever. And what you will find is that when you do vet these, when you question these people and you look into it, you find that they're not legitimate whatsoever. In the case of what took place in Labyrinth Grove, which is just next to where Grenfell Tower, it's one stop away from where Grenfell Tower happened in 2017, we had a situation where before the roadworks on where my friend was living, I was staying with her, we went to Labyrinth Grove and saw that various different gas pipes had been dug up and exposed right near to Labyrinth Grove train station. So it was a row of massive gas pipes that were basically dug up and left exposed. On top of that, we had been seeing that manholes on Labyrinth Grove was being opened and gas was just left leaking. When I left London at the beginning of this year and I went to different cities to get away from this crime ring, basically, who had been gang stalking me and terrorizing me for it's been going on for 20 years because I am the creator of many famous TV shows, Dancing with Stars in the USA, Strictly Come Dancing in the UK, many shows such as You Are What You Eat, 10 Years Younger. It's a massive catalogue of television shows, productions, movie scripts that they targeted me for. And I took the case against 10 corrupt corporations because they targeted me in this way. and I won. It was unprecedented. And because I won, they basically have been trying to kill me to keep it all covered up, because it's a crime syndicate that basically targets creative people to steal intellectual property, to sell and get the rights for our work, the royalties, the merchandising rights. And this is how I unfortunately became targeted by these people. They've been hacking my computers, hacking my phones to steal more work. They literally move in wherever I go. They've broken into my house, repeatedly broken into my house. As I said, they killed my cousin. I suspect they killed my mother and my father and other people that I know. Many people have been killed. Obviously, we've got the Grenfell Tower situation. And there have been other atrocities, many atrocities. You've probably heard of Charlie Hebdo. That was related to the situation. Charlie Hebdo actually means Charlie 7. And so they've had a secret war against me to silence me because I knew about the crime ring. And obviously I won a case. I never got paid for my work. My work has been running in various different countries around the world for 20 years, and I have never, ever been paid. Instead, I've been terrorized. And this reign of terror it's a social experiment. It's so evil, I cannot tell you that it's unfathomable what people are doing. What we're talking about is psychopaths that are involved in intelligence agencies on behest of this crime syndicate. They are setting up, staging atrocities and monitoring us from cameras, CCTV cameras that are put on the street. So it's like a social experiment. They set up a whole situation to kill en masse, mass murder people. Then they make it extremely difficult, virtually impossible for the people to escape. And then they watch and they film it and they take notes, records of how people dealt with that situation. And it's done to us as individuals as well. So we're put in harrowing situations. I've escaped many of them. We're put into harrowing, life-threatening situations where you know these people are planning to kill you. And whilst you're in that situation, they drive past you saying, dead or bye or 666 to let us know that it's them that are doing this. Been set up when I was in Nottingham. You might have heard some of the news reports about Nottingham. That was the same crime syndicate. And, I could go on and on about what's happening to me personally. I'm personally living with levels of atrocities that most people wouldn't be able to fathom. I've seen, like I said, I had to try to help my cousin, but they killed him. And if you go on my channel, Solutionaries Media Network, you will see videos with me and my cousin. And so there are many people who are being put into situations that are so dangerous. And so this is an urgent appeal for everybody who's got a platform to help me sound the alarm. Right now, there's a situation. So I left the Labyrinth Grove situation whereby I told you they put the telephone pole in, they opened up the manhole, they put something inside that looked like a bomb. Basically, they opened all the electric cupboards, live electric cupboards, and they left them open. And then they went, that was at one end of the street where I was on. And they did the same on the other end of the street. They didn't take the pole out because the pole was at one end of the street. It's not a very long road in Labyrinth Grove, an area near Balby Road. Actually, on Balby Road, if anybody knows Balby Road on Labyrinth Grove, they put something into the manhole there. So I left there, and within a couple of days of me moving to southeast London, Dulwich, I saw them turn up again, and I flagged it up. They were on a road which was called Lordship Lane. They put something into the manhole there. They put something into the manhole on another road. They had a row of cones to shut down the road. So they're shutting down roads, diverting traffic, pretending to do roadworks under the guise of doing fiber optics, but really they're staging terrorist attacks to set off fires and explosions. And on top of that, they basically, obviously, they have access to direct energy weapons, because we know that they're also being used in these atrocities. So they basically have put things into the manholes, and they look like bombs. You go on to my TikTok page on Carlos Cinco on TikTok, and you'll see it. It's undeniable. They've done it all over London, different parts of London, but I'm deeply concerned right now, not only for my own safety, but the safety of everybody in the South London area, Southeast London. So yesterday I saw in an area called Tulse Hill, which is very close to East Dulwich. And then there's another area called Herne Hill, then Streatham. So Tulse Hill is between East Dulwich, Herne Hill, and also Streatham. So we're talking Southeast 22. When you get into Herne Hill, it's Southeast 24, SE 24, and then Streatham. And then obviously those areas are quite close to Brixton. So anybody living in the South London area, if you know anybody living in the South London area, please alert them to what's happening. People are not aware. People haven't been paying attention. This is why they're openly putting things into the manholes. It's a social experiment. They leave manholes open with gas for months. Like I said, in Ladbroke Grove, before I left London, they'd opened up the manholes. I saw them do that, and they left the gas. And when I came back, they were still left open. That was like months and months later. They were still left open. I've seen them do it in Paddington, flagged it up. So much so people throw their rubbish in the manhole. So you've got the manhole with the lid of the manhole moved aside so that there's a gap, it's open, and it's just releasing gas and left like that. And it's being done like that in all different areas of London. There's just too many for me to have filmed. As many times I've been on the bus and I've seen it and I've thought, God, I need to get off and film it, but I've been in a hurry to get somewhere. So I'm asking you to do a number of things. The first thing is to help expose the farrellreport.net, the names of the crime ring. There's an open letter on that website. There's also a video testimony. There was one from me. When you go onto the website, you'll see they've removed it. I'll put the link of the Farrell report in that description area. So if you have a large platform, I need you to help me to get that information out, to report on the Farrell report. Who was it? What was the case about? The case was actually linked to what happened in 2005, 7/7. And my name is Seven. Basically, this is the same time that my court case was happening against this crime syndicate. They're a satanic crime syndicate, which is why we're seeing posters such as Welcome to Hell, God of Carnage. It's a nightmare, people. I can't express. I find it difficult to find the words to express the amount of danger people are in, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it openly, and they know that I'm seeing it. They drive past me like with and things like this. I just can't even fathom the enormity of this situation, and it's been a burden. It's been a huge burden for me to carry, because I've had to sound the alarm, sound the alarm, sound the alarm, sound the alarm, and I'm doing it again now. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you come across this video, even for the help of the people in these other places that are having their families burnt alive like mine were, okay, in Grenfell Tower, I'm asking you to flag up the Farrell report. What was the case about? Who are the people? Name them, publish it. If you know newspapers, take it to the newspapers. Another thing is, what you can do is use your cameras. If you see people show up in your neighborhood and they are saying that they're going to do roadworks, or they don't even say anything, they just wear these high-vis jackets A lot of the time it's young men who are in their early 20s. There are some women as well. But basically, they just rock into an area while people are walking past, not paying attention, and they put the stuff blatantly into the manhole. They open the gas pipe and they put out no smoking signs next to it. So I'm asking you to start filming when you see roadworks in your neighborhoods. Film it. It's critical. This is life or death situation that I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about what you saw in Hawaii and what we've seen in Turkey and what is going on all over. And it's planned right now in South London. I saw them yesterday in Tulse Hill. I've put the videos, the photographs of it on my Twitter page at UK Urgent, and I flagged up. I've tagged in many newspaper companies, telecommunications networks, television networks, you name it, human rights organizations. I'm tagging lawyers in. I'm literally sounding the alarm all over the world right now because it is a critically dangerous situation that I'm talking about. So I'm asking people, take out your cameras, stop these people, find out if they've got paperwork. When you see people in the road putting stuff into the manholes, don't just walk past. Pay attention to what is going on around you. The other thing that you can do, start alerting your neighbors, your residents, not after. We don't need any more aftermaths like we had in Glenfield Tower, 7/7, Hawaii. What we're seeing is the aftermath. We need to be proactive beforehand. We know 100% there is a UK crime syndicate. They are international and they are staging atrocities. They are people that are paying people on the ground, God knows how much money, to plan everything, put things into the manhole and carry out these atrocities. They can use directed energy to take out whole towns right now. And so the level of danger that I'm bringing to your attention, I cannot emphasize. So please, if you have a platform, they're keeping all my platforms small. They're blocking my views on my TikTok channel to stop me getting this information out. I published on my Facebook page yesterday. If you go to Carlos at Carlos Cinco, Facebook at Carlos Cinco, CARLSO, sorry, CARLOS Cinco, SYNCO on my Facebook page. They've blocked it because I was publishing that they've planned an atrocity in South London, South East London. It would have been triggered from Tulse Hill, which is near East Dulwich. But the whole of South London is in danger. If you see any fires or any explosions or any disasters happen in South East London, Dulwich, it's this crime syndicate. Make sure they go to jail, people. Make sure they go to jail. If they do anything more to us, make sure. Okay. Sorry, it's so much, people. I'm a strong character, as everybody knows, but they're planning to kill everybody. And you need to hear me. You need to hear me. Hear me, please. I'm just trying to make sure people are safe. These are monsters. They're psychopaths. They killed my cousin. I think they killed my mother and my father. These evil people. And they've been terrorizing me for 20 years. And now I'm watching them plan to kill all of you. You got to stop it, people. You've got to. Peace out, 7. Coming from my heart. Please share this. Share it. Please. Go to thefarrellreport.net. Thefarrellreport.net. They've created loads of other Farrell reports. Make sure it's the one. There's an open letter on that page from Tony Farrell, who became a whistleblower when he saw what was going on. And he wrote the Farrell report. He risked his life. He saw my evidence and he couldn't believe what he saw. And there's an open letter on the front page of the Farrell report to the world. It's written to all of you, everybody. Please read it, distribute it. Stop this, people. It's the only way we're going to stop these people. They're psychopaths. They're satanic. They're evil. I don't know what kind of, someone said they're not evil to me. Sorry, they're not people. A brother said to me yesterday, they're not people, Seven. You don't understand. I don't know what they are, but they're killing people. They're monsters. They're monsters. And they're working inside telecommunications companies. They're working inside TV networks. They're working inside, they've taken over the courts. They've taken over education. They've taken over the hospitals. There are reports that people's babies are being killed. People are birthing real, healthy babies, and then they're being told that the babies are dead. And they flagged up the one nurse. But it's more than the one nurse. It's many, many more people than that one nurse. I saw a front cover paper feature about it, and it is horrific what has gone on. They took over the NHS a long time ago. I watched them do it. I've been sounding the alarm for 20 years, people, fighting and battling. And you need to hear me. You need to hear what I'm saying. If you don't like Black people, just ignore what I look like. Ignore my skin color. Just focus on the message. Focus. If you don't like women, it doesn't matter. Focus on what I'm saying to you. Don't worry about the messenger. I'm just telling you, people are in danger right now from this crime syndicate. Okay, please take what I'm saying seriously, seriously. Okay, love and more peace and more positivity and more divinity in this world, people. More looking out for each other and stopping this. It's gone on too long. Make this be the end of it. Sound the alarm. The people's names are in links 2 and 3. So when you go to the farrellreport.net, they've removed a lot of links. So go to links 2. Links 2 has the evidence of what took place before the atrocities on the 7th of July, 2005. Link 3 has the court case documents, a court case that I took with my bare hands. And I sued 10 corrupt corporations with my own time, my own money, under harrowing situations where they tried to kill me, to stop me. But I did it and I won. And nobody knows that I did this. It was a major, major, major triumph. And these people were supposed to go to prison decades ago. The next thing I knew, the judge was announced dead that ruled in my favor. I managed to get my courtroom audios. I think on this channel here, there is a series about the Farrell report. For people who do not like reading, you can go on this particular platform on my YouTube channel. If you scroll down, there is a scandal series of videos, 4-part, which breaks down the Farrell report. And you will see on there the magnitude of what I'm talking about. And you will see other roadworks that took place in other neighborhoods and other places that I've stayed. It's literally, they turn up within days of wherever I move. They're psychopaths and they're monsters. And they get a thrill out of terrorizing people, and they're monitoring us via intelligence agencies such as GCHQ. So they're setting up these situations and they're filming us. They're filming us being terrorized. So all what you see happening to the people, all of that is being filmed, and they're laughing at us.
I saw people that laughed at me when I talked about my family members being killed inside Grenfell Tower. They laughed at me, people. They thought it was funny. And they think it's funny. When they see Hawaii, they think it's funny. These are not people. I don't know what they are. They're monsters. That's the only definition that I can clearly come up with. And I'm urging everybody to hear me. Hear me, for your children's sake, for your own sake, okay? For humanity's sake. Hear me and listen and take action. If you got a platform, take action. No more talking. Shut this crime ring down. Send it to the courts. I'm tagging in the courts now. I will tag in the Old Bailey courts. I will tag in every single courthouse. I've been tagging the Supreme Court into my Twitters. I've been tagging all the newspapers because they're planning to kill everybody. And it's so dangerous. Their names are in links. 3, if you go to the court documents, you'll see the court case, and then you'll see some of my court documents. You'll see all their names are listed on the front cover. You'll see it's all stamped and sealed. Okay? All right. I'm a strong character. I'm a strong woman. You know, I love myself. I love humanity. And I fight for everybody. But it's gone too far. It's gone too far. They've gone too far. They've gone too far. We have to stop it now. Okay? Love, peace, and divinity from 7 in London. Sound the alarm if you know anyone that lives in South London right now, near East Dulwich or Tulse Hill, Herne Hill, anywhere in East London. Please let them know, let everybody know that it's this crime ring. If there are any explosions, fires, it's this crime ring that is in the Farrell report. They are doing all the atrocities, okay? I think they're behind what happened in 9/11 as well. They are the ones, people. All right. The FarrellReport.net. Read it. If you don't want to read, go on to my page and you'll see a scandal. I don't know what I call the video. UK's dirty scandal or secret scandal or dirty deal, something like that. I can't remember. Just go onto my page here and you'll see it. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Peace out.